Hey traders, Nick Shaheen here, recapping the week ending 8/31, end of the day, end of the month, August. Fantastic month. Okay, so let's start with Friday. Friday is a meh day so far. We have some downside pressure, some reds here and there, but it's a binary event. Here we are. I mean, first of all, we are tracking our expected price action, so there's nothing unusual. But again, the media, mostly CNBC, guilty of making us sweat it. Why? What is it? Who the heck knows? A fictitious deadline that they need to get a deal done with Canada today. There's no such deadline. They made it up. So now we're sweating every time somebody goes on TV. So here's what I'm looking at. Price-wise, the outcome of the day, either we close a lot lower than here or a lot higher than here. Binary. I can't tell you that. I'm waiting. I was hoping they would come out with the news, but they're, quote, still negotiating. So this is a candle that could price out really quickly. So on the downside, I could see them testing 28.80, 28.875, which is this box right here. Not a big deal. This was the breakout. So them retesting the neckline is normal. See, I drew a similar box here. They tested it. We thought the world was going to end. They rallied off of it. This is expected. Okay, so that is Friday. The week was definitely bullish. I'll give you a quick look. This is the week. This is the S&P weekly candle. New high on the Qs and a new high on the small caps. Today I heard an asinine comment from Bob Pisani on CNBC. He goes, the problem with this rally is it's all concentrated on 2 stocks or something like that. And I was like, what? This is a basket of 2,000 stocks. It's at all-time highs. Never been higher. They have nothing to do with Apple, nothing to do with Amazon or any of the other things. This is a basket of small caps. Okay. So anyway, the Dow is still the laggard. It's still the one that hasn't set a high. So you know my opinion on that. If the markets stabilize and we shrug off, take away one of the two of the headlines that we're anticipating here. They're fake headlines. Take them away. This should follow. This is the only one that hasn't hit the all-time high. So, lottery ticket there. We have the industrials. Banks were a lot down today because of what's going on in the bond market, etc. This is FANG, obviously, Amazon. These are bonds. Now, bonds are coming and going, but you know my trade on it. It's a solid trade for the whole year. I'm still in it. And then VIX. You can't see it here. Let me see. The VIX is should be higher, but it's not. So there it is. All right, getting out of here. So this is the week. The bulls are still in control. Next week it's mainly inflation, the Fed. We have a whole bunch of Fed heads. There's no Fed action, but Fed heads talking. Inflation goes hand in hand with the Fed heads talking, because if inflation is too hot, then they're more likely to hike. Then the dollar will rally, and that's a problem for stocks. That's the connection. And then jobs. We have ADP on Thursday because Monday's off. So usually it comes out on Wednesday. This time it's Thursday. And then Friday we get the government number. Jobs should be strong. A really strong number, I don't know, it could go either way. People will think, oh my gosh, then definitely the Fed is going to raise. But if there's a drop there, maybe they'll think, okay, they're not likely to be rushing to raise. I do have a slew of trade setups that I'm going to share for the premium write-ups. And a few levels, and one of which is pretty funny, but I'm going to share it. If you quote me on it, I'll deny it. So let me go back to one day. So this is Bitcoin. I know nothing about the fundamentals. I know one thing: people want it, and it's rare. So the value is there. It's set a good bottom several times. And I can make an argument for 96 to 10,000 in the next 3 months. And this is just a pure guess on price action. How do I trade it? I already did. I shared the ticker that moves along with it. Nothing to do with buying Bitcoin, but it's a company, and you know what it is if you get my write-ups on trades. So I'm staying in that trade. It's a December upside potential on that ticker, and then I'll just stay in it and see what happens. Square is one of those tickers. This is not the ticker I'm talking about. That moves with Bitcoin, but there's no way I'm going to follow it up here. We benefited long on these breakouts, several of them, and at this point, it's too hot to chase, and maybe too high to chase and too hot to short. So I won't keep you long. I got to get back to trading. The market's still open. I just needed to get that note out before the day was done. Nick signing out. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me.